Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Let me make sure I actually turn that on this time. Let's see who we have. We have Crafty by Jay. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Linda G. Anna Marette. Hello, hello. Saturday stream is so unexpected, but not really, because it's the second Saturday of the month, and I usually go live with Deborah, but she is still dealing with funeral stuff for her dad, so she will not be joining us tonight. Maddie the Emptiness Scrapper, hello, hello, are we spring? You know, okay, so I did my Twitch last night, and I was frustrated. I was up. I couldn't sleep. And then today, I avoided going downstairs and cleaning because I didn't want to clean my mess. And then just before coming up here to go live, I remembered that my cameras were downstairs, and I was like, ah! So I had to run downstairs, grab my cameras, run up the stairs, plug them in, make sure everything's working. That's why this face was on top of the chat with Sassy at the beginning, because, well, And so then I get up here and remembered I didn't clean this mess either. So on Bitty Penny Day, all of the things, look, all the things is piled up there. I have a pile behind me because I didn't want to clean. And so I'm sitting here today going, what am I going to do? And then I was like, let's just play with the stuff that's all over my desk. Let's play with the things that are out. And some of the things that were out were from the other day. So we have stencils. Granted, they're not on my desk anymore, but I literally just moved them, so they still count. I've got tissue with beans on it. I don't even know. I've got things all over my desk that haven't been put away yet because, well, that's how I felt. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's one of those that I never finished. It's one of those. Every day could be a Bitty Penny Day because she has so many beautiful things. But like, you guys, this is my desk right now. It's full of stuff that I've kind of set aside so I can do. Oh, there's another one. Another. Do you know how old those are? But that's another thing. And then this guy. Look at this guy. I found this guy hanging about. Isn't he just cool? Like, I did a good job on him. Well, why didn't I use this? Like, I like that. And you know what? That might be nice with that. I don't know. But yeah, so I have the things. I didn't even put that red watercolor pencil away either. You guys, this is why I lose things. Because, you know, and I was doing really good up until, like, this mess and last night's mess. I would clean up after doing my stuff. But I did not clean up last night. Or the night before. Dawn, hello. Yeah, so Deborah, she's still dealing with her father's passing. I think the service was earlier today, so yeah. I did finish my craft roulette card during the craft roulette Zoom. Nice. Every day. Yes, I already read that one. So we're going to make something. What? I don't know. I also have this on my desk. And I thought about making like a cover for this. But I'm not sure how. Because I want it nice and sturdy. I do have some cardboard that is definitely long enough to fold over. And maybe let's... Yeah, you didn't miss much. Like, there was one point I was on the floor trying to even things out and my booty was on the camera, so you really didn't miss much. I was like, oh great, you guys can see my butt. But I just, it was terrible. Let me grab a piece of cardboard. I think we're going to make something for this. Because Saturday night is a no holds bar. We did a cool notepad folder at the crop. If you want to send me the instructions. If you want me to send you the instructions. Linda G has a channel. Yes. No. Linda G. Yes. No. Let me see. Yes. Do I follow her? I think I do. I don't know. You guys, I don't know nothing anymore. Search. Linda. Oops, that is not a G. No, Linda G has, oh wait, no, that's not the right Linda G. Is that the right Linda G? Oh my gosh. Where's my phone? This is easier to do on the phone. I think I found the wrong one. Linda G, Linda G. Where's YouTube? Go to YouTube, go to me, go to my channel, go to my live, go into the comments. Okay, and she does not do YouTubes. And that is the wrong Linda G I seen. See, I can go to her channel and see she has nothings. She has the nothings. But that's okay. I didn't know much. Sabrina had to tell me Cordelia had a channel. Oh yes, Cordelia has a channel. Maddie the Empty Nest Scrapper has a channel. And Dawn the Crafty Visage has a channel. I don't know much either. Yep. We technically everybody has a channel. As soon as you sign in to YouTube's, you have a channel. It's whether or not you put anything on that channel that you know. See, Restream shows that I have a watermark on there, but I never see a watermark from Restream. I don't understand that. But anyways, Shanna makes it. Hello, hello. Oh, I think he was talking to you, Maddie. I don't know. Okay, so I need a piece of cardboard that we're going to go around, around, and around, and around. Okay? Please hold. So we got cardboard that we will make go around. Oh, I was talking to Maddie. See, Maddie, I'm not the only one that thinks you have a good channel. So I got the cardboard. Let's clean thy mess. But we're not going to go too far with it because we're going to use the things on our desk. Because here I am putting it back in a pile. Putting it back into a pile. Oh my gosh. Anybody do Jurassic Quest? Why is that frozen? Am I frozen? No, that's a super duper lag. Let's put that back on top. Shout out to friend Lisa Phil, who also has a channel if you like vintage things. Awesome sauce. Jay, you are a moderator. You can share a link to that. Share a link, sir. Because I will never remember. And those watching replay can click on the link. Okay, and we're going to use some of these. I don't know how. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Voila! We have a clean space. Literally this big. But that's okay. Plug for Shanna's stream tomorrow. The collection she's using looks fantastic. and Shannon makes it. Go to channel, share, copy the link, go back to the messages, and there's Shanna's channel if you guys aren't subscribed. Dawn's a moderator. She can share her own channel. And Dawn has a thingy. Dawn, let's see. The Crafty Visage YouTube. Did I do it that way? Stamper Girl is lurking. Hello. Aw, awesome, Adelaide. I'm so glad they both made it. Yep, Streamlabs, the Crafty Visage. Haha, I did it right. So there's Dawn, because Dawn's a regular. Dawn's on there. Even Jay. It should be Craft by Jay YouTube. And it can be all lowercase. It could be all uppercase. It doesn't matter. He should have his own too. A call out button. I don't know. Look, Craft by Jay. I did it right. I know. Sometimes I'm good. Dawn has some awesome earrings. Yes. Thanks. I'm nearing 2K. Need all the help you can get. Hello, T. Not afraid of color. She also has a blooper thingy too. And hello, Miss Pam. How are you doing? Okay. So here's our cardboard. Here's our little notebook. Let's grab ourselves a T-ruler. Or a pair of T-rulers, because I have two. Let's see which one we need today. If we put this at... Do we want a bigger flip at the bottom? I don't even know. Let's put it at 3 inches. So if we put this at 3 inches, I'm going to use a pencil because I'll probably cover it up anyways. So here's 3. We'll come over here and find the 3-inch mark. And we're going to score it that way. And then we're going to need a little foldy room. Because, you know, there's a bend in the paper. So, yeah, that's a 1/4 inch. And we're going to score that one. And then, right? Because we don't need no stinking instructions. Yes, we do. This girl needs lots of instructions, but we're going to fake it today. Okay. And then, so that's at 3 inches. We're going to do 3 inches. So then we'll see, we're going to score it, and we're going to score it, so that'll be fine. And then we want to do side ones, right? We want to do side ones. Let's do this first. Let's finish on this path. We need to do the bottom. The bottom is going to be at 8.5. 8.5 and a 1/4 inch. 8.5. We're measured from the top. Okay. So we come over here and we go 8.5. And we're going to score that way. And then we've got the little 1/4 inch score. Okay. So let's try that. Let's try that out. Where's the score buddy? Well, not score buddy. We are memory keepers. I need that T-ruler. Somebody just came out with a new T-ruler that it's a little shorty for A2 size card. Debbie J got a hold of it. Of course, Debbie J gets all the goods. Debbie J gets all the goods. Okay. But Debbie J was showing off the new T-ruler Mine are oldies. They're from Amazon. Did I get mine? Yeah, I think I got mine from Amazon. See why fun? I mean, it's not a real thing. But the crafter one has some special dots for helping line things up. How? I don't know. So we're doing 3-inch. We're doing 3 1/4 or 2 3/4. I don't even know. We're just doing what I marked it at, right? And you would mark yours the way I did mine, but for whatever you're doing, right? And it's cardboard, so we gotta really get that in there. Okay, and then we're gonna do, we measured from the down, so that's 8 1/2. Look at that. Can't even see. I can't see. What is going on? Why can't I see my line? There's our 8 1/2, and then 8 3/4. Oops. Okay. So we've got a couple of pairs of lines, and we're gonna put this shiny side on the inside, because why not? So there's our first fold. I don't know what I just opened. I did get Amazon stuff today. Raspberry Tootsie Pops. Yeah, you just ordered those too, didn't you? Okay. Try to fold my second line here. Sometimes when they're really close, they don't always want to do what they're supposed to do, but we can help them along. Or not. Sometimes. There we go. We'll get it. The ruler or an affiliate link? One white, one black. I missed, you guys are talking so fast. Easier, do you have an affiliate with PBB? Bitty Penny. Who is PBB? Oh, no. Pear Blossom Press. Thank you. But no, I do not have affiliates with them. If anybody has affiliate with them, today you may share it, only because I was yapping about it and I want to make you some money. If you have a Pear Blossom affiliate, please share. Because they do have a new ruler. It has a new ruler. Oh, that's gonna be so close. So good. Look at that. There's just a little bit of overlap. Well, yeah. Anyways, it'll be fabulous. And then we got to fold on that second line, which is going to be another pain in the butt key. But we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll use our tools and things to get it to... We need it to bend, get our other fold in there. All right. And this is just cardboard from paper, a paper pad, you guys. I know. We're using, and overlaps a little bit more. Like, that's even better. So then we take our little paper and we find out that it's a little snug. It's a little snug. We didn't do it right, you guys. What? But that's okay. We did the thing and we didn't do it right. That makes me sad. Not 100% sad, just a little sad. Okay, so the top one is good. The bottom one is not so good because I messed it up. But that's okay. So in future reference, I think I should have put this together like this, and then we would have seen that it hangs over. Yes, a cover for a paper pad using the stuff that's on my desk, which the paper pad was on my desk. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to add another score line because it ain't going to hurt it none. Nope. Ain't going to hurt it none. Okay, so then we're just going to add another quarter. So this one is here. So we're going to add no, that's not right. Is that right? Yeah, that's a 1/4 inch. This is being... Am I even in the groove? I must be in the groove. I'm in the groove. Are you in the groove? Okay. And then... We'll get it. We'll get it. Ah, there we go. Okay, and then we have an extra crease line. It's no big deal. No big deal. Oh, look at it. And we have the teeniest bit of overlap. But we'll have more overlap when we put paper and we can create a bigger overlap. Oh, look it. It is encased. So ours is going to be like open and then do some doodlies. It'll be fabulous. But now I also want to open it this way and then I want to open it that way. Like, rah. So we need to find center of this guy, and not perfectly center, you guys, because that's overrated. Perfectly centered is way overrated. I'm in a steak, potato, salad, and drink mode. Shanna makes it. That sounds so tasty. We had mashed potatoes, brown gravy, ham, and cauliflower for dinner. Sounds yum. I'm going to set this guy aside just so I can get at our little doodad. Much better. Much better. Okay. So we're going to do on the side what we should have did on the top, right? We're going to do one side, do the measures, get it folded, and then do it on the opposite side. But for now, we're going to kind of get it eyeballed center. This is 12 inches. Wait, let's measure this. How much is this? 4 1/4. 4 1/4, so 12. I don't math well. Why do I even think like I can math well? So that is at 4 right there. If we put it here, that's at 4. 4. And then if I put it over here, that's at 3 3 3/4, which is fine. Okay, so we'll start on this side. We're going to start at the 4. We're going to get our guy back. Okay, oops. Yeah, we want it this way. We want our lines running the other way. So the side of the paper is at 4. Okay, side of the paper is at 4. Oops, we jumped the line. It's all right, you guys. The side of the paper is at 4, which means then we need a 1/4 inch, okay, away from the paper for the fold. So we're going to do it here. And then we're going to take care of these folds before we do the other two because we messed up the last time. And by we, I mean you. I mean you. You guys have messed up. You leave me in charge of this stuff. It's your own fault. It's your own fault. And then we're gonna get this other one. Ooh, that was way easier to get that one. Look at that. We have the goods. See, and then that goes like that. I know. And if we put that right there, we can kind of figure out where this mark goes. Where's it go? It's gonna go at 4 1/4 right there. Right? 4 1/4. No, 4 and this 3/8. Yeah, we're gonna go 4 3/8. And see, I don't mind. You guys, we're gonna cover all this up. So those extra lines, extra mess ups, you guys, they're nothing. They're nothing. And then a 1/4 inch away from the paper, which would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too big. Wait, no. Yeah, that's too big. Is it this one? It's this one. I don't know. I'm not a mathy person. I like math, but I don't do it very well. Oops. Stay in your lane. Stay in your... it said stay in your lane. Okay. And then this will fold up that way and over that way. Look it! Look it! I know. And then we just need to do some chopping to make it Udamus, right? Okay. There's our side. We've got our side. We got our bottom. I know. It's fabulous. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the corners out. Cut them out. Cut it out. And curious about this paper pad. Oh, you says I'm curious about this paper pad cover because I have no idea. We're gonna plop that in there like so. We're gonna close it and we're gonna close it, but we need to cut the corners out. If I'm not mistaken. If we muck it up, guess what? I have more. I have an obscene amount of this because this girl thought it was going to be a great idea to save every piece of cardboard from probably not all of them, but like pretty much 90, I don't know, maybe all of my paper pads I've ever purchased. Is ridiculous. We're going to cut, let me see, I don't know. We're going to cut on the first line. We're going to cut on the first line. This may not be right. I think we need to cut on the second line. But we're going to cut on the first line and then we're going to test it because I don't want to cut too much, right? Yeah, we need to cut on the second line. We don't want... Or do we? Do we? No, we don't want that there. Let me see. We're gonna cut on the second line of this one. And then we're gonna cut this off. See, if we don't cut that, it's gonna give a flap. And I don't think we need that flap. So we do need to cut both lines off. We'll get that. And you guys, they're not going to be straight lines. I mean, you can use your cutters if you want. This is cardboard, and I prefer not to. What happened to Taco Tuesdays? Sounds perfect. It sounds good. Anna, till you said a bad word. Oh, you don't like cucumbers? Norwegian tacos are easy to make and easy. become a regular part of weekly menus, especially on Taco Friday. That doesn't even sound right. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm all in agreement with Dawn. What happened to Taco Tuesdays? Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesdays. Taco Tuesdays. Cucumber with mayo. Ooh, see, you lost me at mayo. Yeah, I don't think I would put a cucumber on my taco either. In my salad, yes. On the side, absolutely. Like a tomato. Just eat it. Slice it into cucumber sticks. We should probably not talk about cucumbers, though, because T doesn't like them. We don't want to send her away. Oh, wait. Which one do we need? Oh, I need to double check this one before we start cutting, because I will be highly upset if I cut it the wrong one. So we're going to close this here, and we're going to close this here. So I need to cut at this one. Not the bottom one. Not the bottom one. Which makes sense. It's 2. There we go. And we're going in. Could you do this a lot better with better instructions from somebody else? Abso-friggin-lutely. And then here you can see my line didn't... I was putting in extra stuff. So you just got to be careful. If you make a couple of mistakes, just be careful. Don't cut them off. Unless you need to. I don't know. Okay. So then we have our cover. We have our cover with our doors, right? Look at this. We can fold it like that. We can fold it like this. And it's going to be nice and safe. Nice and safe. And then we only have one area that we accidentally gave an extra fold, but we don't care. And then you guys throw it away. Throw it away. Unless you have a project right now to use it with. I don't have a project right now to use it with, so it's going in the garbage. It went in the garbage. Tomato Sammy. Okay, so my tomatoes go good with bacon. So, a basic BLT. My tomatoes go all by themselves. They go in salad. But, yeah. I don't like mayo. Listen, if I can get a burger and it has tomato guts in it, it's good. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, you guys are specific, right? I tell them no sauce, because I don't want mayo. I don't want the creepy. I don't want whatever Thousand Island. And I have gotten them with that crud on them. And if I'm too far away, I'll scrape it and stomach through it. But if I'm still close enough, I go right back in. I'm like, I can't eat this. It's nasty. Somebody else eat it. Because I ain't eating it. I don't want mayo guck on my sandwich. I don't know what that is. Smaller hoove. Okay, so now we can decorate. We can decorate. And these outer ones, we could do some fun, fancy stuffies. I feel like we should do... This counts as being on my desk because it's not put away, right? Like a button? A button? Do we do 2 buttons? Like a double button? Do I have another big button? Oh, I guess we can mix and match them. You know, like swirlies. Can we do that? I kind of want 2 black buttons though. Well, I don't know. We might change our color button. They kind of look like eyeballs. I'm gonna cut some of this off, I think. And what if we did like a kooky little face? But then you open it up. Cooked heads of sheep? Yuck! What the heckin'? No! Just... And no dressing on anything. Hubby likes dressing. So the only salad dressing I will put on my salad is Catalina. Not Thousand Island, not French, not... no. Catalina is it. It's the only one that tastes good to me. And so I don't buy it often because I don't need enough salads to make the Catalina disappear before it goes bad. Totally Catalina. Otherwise, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper on my salad, and that's it. That's it. But yeah, I'm a no dressings. No. Adelaide Googled it. Yeah, no. So, Anna Moret asked if we did it. And no, that's just wrong. Cheryl Jackson. Hello. Chips, cheesiest, chocolate, pop, and bacon. You're welcome. Right? Bacon is its own food group. It's very yummy. So, what was I thinking? We're gonna, since we have Bitty Penny's papers out, we're gonna try and figure out something to go with this. And we have our 3-eared unicorn. Three-eared unicorn that needs, and well, that's going there. That is going there. We just got to make sure it fits on this part, which it does. We're going to make that 3. We're going to give it a button eye, and then we're going to put another eye on the inside. And we're not going straight for this. We're going to do... I think yes, I think we're gonna do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm kind of looking, because this one I don't want to expose the under yet. So if we, yeah, I think that'll go. So if we cut into here like so, and we go right in here like so, his eyelashes. This is going to be kind of kooky. That's going to go like so, and then we're going to go like so. So then that goes like so. So we'll need, oh no, we're going to cut that off. We're going to cut that off, but we need something up here. Okay. We got our Bitty Penny scissors out today because, well, we're being inspired once again by Bitty Penny. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to come and just kind of grungy cut this right down, because it's going to fold back a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to snip off that. Okay, So this one is going to sit here, but back enough so that the horn sits on, right? And then we're going to, we need a paper that's going to show through right there and a little bit down here. And then we're going to cut this. We're going to cut this. And so I need a pencil. We're going to cut this. Go like so. Oh no, we're gonna stop cutting there. We don't want to cut over there. We don't want to cut over there. Where's my eraser? You guys, what'd you do with my eraser? If I was an eraser, I don't know what happened to my. I just saw it. Did I not just see it? I don't know. Well, that's just rude. Where'd that eraser go? We didn't have one in Sonora where I grew up. Pierogies? What's a pierogi? I've heard of a pierogi, I think, but I don't think I've had one. Denny's everywhere. Denny's is in quite a few places. They are in Washington. They are here in Ohio. I don't know where my eraser went. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll get covered up. But that kind of bugs me that I've lost my eraser. And I swear I just looked at it. Anyways, okay. So we cut that unicorn. Our 3-eared unicorn, which is going to have a nice button eyeball. And then we need a cover piece. Let's see what cover. Ooh, this one might be nice. That might be nice. And I'll get to save that piece for something else. Yeah, okay. Let me cut this off. Because I want to save this if I use it on a normal thing. So we're going to cut the paper in half. 5.5. Should be about there. Okay. But yeah, and then we'll have that nice piece for something else. And then I'm going to cut this off so I don't muck it up. And then I have that piece for something else. Isn't that a lovely little piece? I love that piece. That is... You saw it by my scoreboard. I wonder if I knocked it down. But I've lost my scoreboard. Oh, I put my scoreboard away, so it's not with my scoreboard anymore. Okay. Let's get this put away. And then... I think it'll be easier. We're going to cut this. We're going to cut this, glue the paper on, and then cut it again. Because, well, my lines are here. And they don't have to be perfect, per se. Just making a kooky little cover for our paper pad that was sitting on our desk because we didn't know what we were going to do. And then we're like, hey, let's just do the things that are on the desk, which would be this stuff. So this is where we're at right now. And I'm using my Tim Holtz haberdashery scissors, which I don't know why. I should be using my bigger ones. Okay, so there's that. Then we're gonna glue this on. And we're gonna glue it. We're just gonna glue it down. And then we're gonna rip it. We're gonna rip off the white pieces because we don't want white on this. If you want white, that's fine. I do not. So I'm just gonna grab a hold. Maybe if I can grab a hold. Grab a hold. Grab a hold. There it is. Nice torn edge. Okay. And then this extra little piece, we'll just rip that right off. And then we still have plenty. Look at that. And then we'll cut all of that extras off. It'll be fine and fabulous. We're going to use our glue stick. You can use whatever glue you want. If you're feeling a little frisky and want to use 2 glues, 3 glues, 20 glues, I don't care. Use what you want. If you want to use score tape, again, you do you. I'm doing me. And I'm going to get my glue stick on here right up to the edge because remember, I got to cut this again. So I'm going to make sure that is nice and glued on the edge. If we give it a second, we can watch the cardboard to change color. And then I just need a little bit extra. Okay, right over the edge. And then I just got to line it up there. Make sure it's covered up down there. And then because it is glue and I'm using a glass mat, I'm just going to wash it off, right? I have glue everywhere. We're going to move our papers. Get out of my way. And then we're going to hose that down. We're going to get our towel and we're just going to clean that glue right off. That easy, my friends. That easy. Okay. You could use a piece of trash paper as a collector for your glue so you don't have to wash and then you just throw it away. People have used glue books like Gail Augustinelli. She slathers on a bunch of glue and then folds it in half and then she still uses the page, but the page becomes thicker because she's doubled it up, right? Because some book pages are really thin. But yeah, so that goes there. And then we're going to get our scissors. Get those. Is her back like cereal box? This is like a cereal box. This is just the cardboard from paper pad. If that's what we're talking about, because I didn't... I thought it was covering the underlying flap. Yeah, this is going to go under the unicorn, so I got to cut that out because a little bit will show. We're going to cover most of the paper. I'll print another piece if I... well, I will be printing more of these. And then we're going to cut... Follow along. And then we'll put our unicorn on. I hope. I hope. Sometimes my ideas, they work, and then sometimes they don't. And then we're gonna like so. So. I'm still curious. Oh. The trick with glue sticks is to put it on both pieces. Preschool. Oh, is that what you did? Glue both pieces. This one, the craft bond, I haven't had any mishaps with it. Like, I put it down and it says hello and it sticks with my thing. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, even just that's kind of cool. It's going to be an interesting on the other side, on the inside. I don't know if we'll cover the inside today or ever. I don't know. And then we're just going to gingerly fold again. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. And then that's going to go over that. So we'll have to find a nice piece to put there. And our unicorn is going to go here. Which I like that color. We're going to cut a little bit closer to the edge. I'm going to cut a little bit closer. Because I actually really like that. So we're going to see if we can't get a little bit more of that paper to shine through. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, this is kooky in its own right, right? Okay, so I think I messed up on the horn area, but that's okay. We'll just take a little bit more off of this side. Follow the ear a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to put glue on this because I don't want extra glue on there. I'm going to put extra glue on this. How about embroidery thin on the button? Well, I was gonna. Oh, I could have. Oh, we could have. We can. That's still out too. We can, because it's still out. Let's put, which one do we want on it? We're gonna do 3D clear. We'll do this one. Let me get this plugged in. Good thinking, Jay. Good thinking. Let's foil this unicorn. Because why not? I gotta do Mama Meek. She's on the floor. She's ginormous. I didn't put anything away, which means that is still out. That is still out. We do need a pin to mark our foil so we know what's top, because we can do this again. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to put a B on there like so. And then we're going to big scissors. Yeah. We'll get some foil on that. That's a great idea. Let's put some lid on that. We're gonna do this. You do want to dust your stuff because dust is thine enemy. Oh my gosh. You guys, my desk is a hot mess. And see, that it goes that way, that goes, I don't even know. You want to dust because the dust particles will sit between and cause the foil not to stick. So there's that. There's that. I'm going to put that in there. It's still warming up. You have more. That's right. Dawn, 100% agree. Jay says, I mean, 1 of 100 ideas of mine are good. And Dawn says, nice. That leaves 99 great ideas. Yes. Any suggestion on the best Seth Apter products? Okay. I don't have a lot. And what I do have by Seth Apter, I think Jim, our friend Jim, he is definitely an enabler. I would love to buy more of his embossing powders because they're fabulous. Low key, like this one. This one's one of my faves. It's silver smudge. It's like got little bits in it. This one here is weathered gold. But yeah, I thank Jim for those. Okay, we have green light. Green light on a go. Here we go. We're foiling because my print shop, I did take these to the print shop. They print in toner ink, which we can then foil. So yay. And we gotta watch our mink because we don't want to ruin a second one. Make sure that folder has plenty of room to come out the other end. Because I did my little baby mink. It got stuck. And so the folder didn't come out all the way. And the wheels kept spinning. And it grabbed the tail end of the folder and rolled it up in there. Is no bueno. Is no bueno. Turn that off. Turn that off. Jay won $100 of his stuff at a crop. Awesome sauce. Okay, we're gonna peel and reveal. Look it. Oh, look at that. Our shiny unicorn. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're going to slather some glue on the back of this. Again, I'm going to get glue right up to the edge. No. No. Okay, did we get it all? Kind of like embossing ink. You just gotta tip it to the side and look. See if you got it all. Alright. I'm going to put a towel over that just so I can stick this down. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to set it on this side. Roll this back onto it. Smeese, smeese, smeese. Prima has some great stuff too. I'm on a tight budget and have plenty of product to last me the rest of my life. I hear ya, but there are a lot of products I would love to hoard. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So, oh, look at that. Look at our shiny horse. Uh-oh. that didn't. We might put wet glue there to make that hold a little bit better. I'll deal with that a little bit later though. It's not that big of an issue. We'll deal with that later because that's how I feel about that. But I do need to clean this glue off my desk so we don't glue anything else down. And then we're going to get no! Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? Where'd who go? Okay, we got some thread. Wait, do I have embroidery thread that's a little bit thicker than that? That's ribbon. That is not. Where's my other one? I'm looking. That's not the kind of green I want. I have embroidery thread, but it's not the kind of green I want. I want like a green. I mean, I have a green. It's too dark. It's too dark. It's too dark. So we're going to sew our button on with the other one. Which, oh, we need a needle. We need a needle. If I was a needle box, needles. Here we go. Look at this, needles. We shall use this one, and we shall cut this off, and we shall thread, come here. We shall thread. Or not. To thread or not to thread. Yes. Okay, and we're gonna do a little bit extra, and we're gonna tie a little knot round and around and around and stuff. And pull. We have a knot, but the knot cannot be trusted. Knots are not to be trusted on paper. So what we need to do, we need to first figure out our eyeball. I think we do want the big eyeball. There is a rounder one with two. I don't think that one's as nice as this one. I think I like that one better. Yeah, I like this one better. So what we're going to do is we're going to poke a hole. No, we're attempting to poke a hole. We got to go through some cardboard, you guys. If you have a thimble, now would be the time to use it. Okay. So we're going to go through, and then we're going to drop our eye right on there. It's a little off to the kilter, but that's okay. It's close enough. No, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with the placement of that eye. Let me do another one. We're going to go in a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we like that one. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so we're going to send this through, but we're not going to pull the thread all the way through. We're just going to go into another hole. It doesn't matter which one. But we do want it to stay put while we do this. I'm just saying. Use my thumbs. My thumbnail works as a pushy thingy. Now, because we can't trust the knot not to be pulled through the hole, we're going to stop the knot from ever being able to go through. And what we're going to do is we're going to send the thread through the loop. Okay, we're going to send the thread through the loop, and that will, oops, don't let them get tangled up though. Come on. My knot is being naughty. There we go. That's good enough. So the knot is through the loop of the other one. And then we're going to have a green center point for our eyeball. And then we're going to try and go in to the other one. I don't even know. I know it's there somewhere. We'll get it. We'll get it. And it doesn't matter how the threading looks on the back, right? Because we're going to cover it with a piece of paper anyways. Look, I went right through the hole. I almost stabbed myself, but it made it. I didn't have to fish around for it. Isn't that nice? And then we're going to go right into this one. Oops. Okay. Get your booty in there. Ta-da! Look at that. It's so fabulous. Who said what? Oh, I resigned after my upline said something I really didn't like. That's a shame. Oh. Okay. You guys are chatting, and I appreciate that. And if there's a question for me that I missed, please let me know, because there's a lot of comments. And who just popped in? K-Mato. Wait, there's a Gloria in here? Oh, there's Gloria Wolf. Hello. How are you doing? Sorry if I missed you and didn't say hello. Okay, so now we're gonna go. We're gonna try and find. What the heck is going on? We know you're an active hole because we just put. Why are we not going? There we go. I really had to work that one. Don't even. Okay, and then we're gonna go. Through there. We're just gonna go through. And get that. I don't even know how that got there, but that's where it is. We've got extra hole in the back. But there's our little eyeball for our horse. I know, it's kooky, but it is what it is. And then we're just going to tie this off back here. We're going to send it through some of the things that are here. This is why I use extra thread, you guys. It's no big deal. It's minimal in the larger scheme of things. And then we're going to go through that hoop, And we're going to go through that hoop again. And then, oh, I hate it when I do that. I made a knot, but not the, I made a knot, but not in the right way. Come on. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Come on. Nope. Okay. Well, that is that. So it's going to get covered by paper anyways, but it's on there. It's knotted. See, it's there. It's good. We need to take care of this though, because I got another eyeball to sew it later. So I'm just going to rethread the leftover green and we'll use it on the next one. Well, it's not an eyeball. It's, oh my gosh. We almost had that threaded. We almost had that threaded. Jenny G, hello, hello. Okay. There we have it. And then we have this ready to go for the next one. Plus we won't lose our needle. Well, we might. It's attached to some green thread here. Ah. Holy moly. Sometimes I love my nails, but sometimes they just get in my way. But we have tweezers that can help us. There we go. So this is ready. We'll put that in the buttons so we don't lose it. Watch us lose it anyways. In the buttons. Get over there. Okay. So that is... Oh no, that's not gonna... No, 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 no. Did you see what it just did? I may have to... It just loosened up. Why? Or tape it down. We'll tape it down. There's going to be tape over this anyways, so hopefully that will help. There. I think it'll be fine. I don't think. Because I don't want to glue it down because I want to be able to take, that is not thread. But I want to be able to use it like a closure and have, you know, our string. So, yeah. But, yeah, we'll glue those parts down. Because that's going to go like that. We need a piece for this side. Let's see what wondrous papers we have. I think that's too pretty to go with our kooky unicorn. They are definitely too pretty. Look at how pretty they are. Look at those pretty ladies. These are from the Four Seasons paper pad. So is this. But this is nice. That's nice. Oh, look at that. I like that. Let's put that there. Let's do that. We're going to cut this off properly so that we can use it later. Use the other pages later. We're going to do 5 1/2 and then 4 1/4. And then this is the one I liked, so we're going to use that. We'll put those away. And because we have to cut things off anyways, we're just going to... We're going to go like so. Oh, it's too short. It's too short. That's okay. We'll we'll elongate it. This is what we'll do. Sometimes you get a hold of something that's too short. Because it's digital, we could of course go back and print it bigger, but I'm not going to. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna make it work. I'm actually gonna take off quite a bit from the other side. Let's take this down to 5. Then we're gonna take off this little white piece, and then what we're gonna do is cut it in half this way, and not evenly in half. We're gonna do that. So then that leaves us a strip that we can put whatever we want in there. Yeah, we're gonna glue those down like that. Okay, so those are gonna go there. And then we're gonna get some washi, because we don't use enough washi. We're gonna get a washi to go with that. And it's a perfect time to bring in some green washi that was gifted to us from one of our crafty friends. Because I have a lot of green washi now. Do I want to? No. Ooh, this one might be good because it's dark. This one's dark. Look at that. Yes! Yes, I love it when my half-assed plans actually do something. Yes, they are half-assed. Because I don't know what I'm doing. If it was a full-ass plan, that would mean I prepped and did all the things. But I did none. I did no prepping. I don't know. And we're going to do right up on those edges again. And then all through the center. Because those edges are kind of important. We don't want them popping up. We don't want them popping up. I want the bigger piece at the bottom. And I want the darker piece right there. We're going to do that. We're going to glue that. And then we're going to get this one in the place where we had our other one. And we're going to glue again right on the edge. This stuff is sticky. My fingerprints took off some of that glue. And then we're gonna do this one right at the top. Okay. And then we're gonna press, 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 and clean at the same time. And I really have to clean. I got glue going on everywhere. Let's try this again. What is going on here? Okay. Okay. And then because I don't know about this washi, but a lot of washis, they don't do a good job of sticking. And if you have that problem with your washi, just add glue. Make it like extra sticky. If we can get it off. Debbie, Jay's in the house. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Those tweezers aren't doing it. I just need this to peel. Here we go. Here we go. The old trusted 1900 Miss Grossman tweezers. They're getting the job done. Thank you, Miss Grossman. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's like it was meant to go there. And then you just pick a side. Yeah, about like that. And then you run it right over your glue stick. Just like so. And then you glue it down. Just like so. And we don't mind if it hangs over because remember we got to put some paper on that. Just like so. And then we're going to get our sticky scissors. Look at that. That's going to be fabulous. Got that glued down pretty good. Look at that nice little spine. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Look at. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I don't know if I noticed it before or not, but I was pointed out that they were there, and I was like, oh my god. Oops. I don't know if she's gotten notices from, like, hey, did you mean to have a 3? That's another thing. Was it unintentional? Like, a blast from the past. Yeah, Miss Grossman's, the registered trademark. It's peeling off, but they are. That's when stickers were the thing. Before die cuts became super popular and stuff. I'm going to get this glue right up to the edge. We're going to get that nice and loaded and then smooth it out a little bit because I need it to stick really good. And then we're going to press that. Press that in. Okay, and then we've got our 2 flaps that almost completely overlap. I mean, it's like just a hair that's even. They may not even overlap, but we can make them overlap by just applying some papers. Like, I really like that one. Let me see. We might need like a little fanticle. Like if we put this one down, but the whole thing lifts up, you know, I think that would be fun. And then we would have something here that would lift up. What if we go from land to sea and we drop either the whale or the turtle underneath, because those aren't as big, so those would go like so. I think I like that. So we're gonna do this one up top, so we need to get that choppity chops, chopsticks, people, chopsticks. So we're going to do 5.5. That should take us right through the center of this paper. And then I want to use this one. So we're going to cut that right down there. And then we want to get this white stuff off. Again, not measuring for this project. It is strictly eyeballs. And if it doesn't fit, we just get something else to go with it. Okay. I gotta get my pin back in this before it totally clogs. You're watching Grogu? Of course he's adorbs. I can't wait for the movie, you guys. Grogu, the Mandalorian's got a movie coming out. Yeah, see, like this right here, we have some space open. We have some space. I think I'm just going to do the side spaces. And then whatever I do on the inside, I'll make it go up so we won't see this transition, and it will give that a little bit of extra, right? So for now, we're just doing the outsides. And let's grab more washi. Let's grab more washi. Washi woo? How about this washi? Right down the side. I think I'm going to take a little bit more off the side, just so we can see some more of that washi on the side. I'm going to take off like a 1/4 inch. And then I'm going to put a glue stick there. And then we're going to run. We don't need a ton. We're going to run that right through the glue. And we're just going to put our finger above. Peel that like so. And then let it do its thing right there. I'll trim that later. Then we're going to put that right on there, and we're going to just peel that right through. And then we're going to, oops, slide that on. I don't know if we're on. There we go. I'm gonna go like so. I'll just trim a little bit. Feel like that's not sticking very good, so we'll just make it stick good. Like so. And then we'll trim those off. And then I don't want to put too much glue, so we're gonna go right about here. I should probably do this here so I know I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And then we're gonna set this. Oh yeah, see, that was another good choice of that green. Thank you, Mona. Mona sent us the green washies for the birthday, and I love them, and I'm glad I get to use them today. Most of the papers I'm using are from the Unicorn, Autumn Unicorn. Paper or digital papers from Bitty Penny. This one is from Four Seasons. Cause yeah, you can mix and match because nobody said you couldn't. Okay, and then that goes like that, and then that opens up like that, and then this one will be our sea. Come join me under the sea, Let's put that on. Do we want turtle or do we want whale? Whale or turtle? That is our vote today. Whale or turtle? Where should we go with that? Whale or turtle? I'll let you guys vote here. I'm going to just trim these down. Because eventually I'll need to use them anyways. So I'll just trim them both down. Our journal, beach vibes. Happiness comes in waves. I like that sentiment. Beach, turtle, or whale? Turtle or whale? Turtle. Oh, look at that turtle. Turtle. We have one for the whale. Yeah, the unicorn does have 3 ears, so yeah. A 2 for the whale. I think those thingies are whales. No, it's a blue smiley face, a blue smiley face. 1 for the turtle. Sorry, Teenage Ninja Turtles just blew through my mind. And I'm like, turtles in a half shell? Turtle power? Turtles. Yep, whale has 1. Whale, a whale of a time. Whale. So we're gonna go into there and into there. Which, look at that. Look at that. It just adds, like, we could put it up a little so we don't see that. And then we would just need this, right? And I think we need to do that in a blue. Because we've got green, right? And this is water. So that would work if we bring in some watery looking stuff. Not necessarily, just blue. Like... Would this be the blue that... Is this the... Look at that. This is the blue you're looking for. Look at that. And of course it matches that really good because, well, it's from that same pad or digital. They're digitals, you guys. They're not actual. Yeah. Anyways, don't come at me. Well, there you go. Okay. And because we don't know, I'm just gonna do the whole thing, right? I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it come up into the back. I think that'll be fine. And then we're going to trim off pencil. Oh, there's our pencil. We're just gonna trim that off. Yup, that'll be fabulous. We'll just glue that whole thing right on down. Let's throw away some of this garbage. My space keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, here we go. So this is gonna go on here like, oop, not like so, like so. So we need to glue it like so. We covered that pretty good. Nope, we just had that. Okay. We'll press that while we wash this. If you have some blocks or something, that would be good. Just leave it set on there, clean up a little bit. But if you're like me, and you you can kind of function with two hands like this, well, then that's what we do. But this glue is so sticky. As if laundering isn't enough to adulting for the day. Now I have to go to the kitchen and trim the green beans. Blanket fort after dinner. Yeah. Skittles. Taste the rainbow. I know. Okay. Okay, and then while we're here, we're going to go ahead and trim these. And then I need to glue that piece, this little piece right here. And press that down. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna tidy up this right here. There we go. Okay, let's see, and then our whale. This is a pretty paper. This one here, I really like this. I don't know. There's just something really nice about it. Long live the blanket forts. Oh my gosh, it's never duck. Duck. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. settling arguments with Denny, Mindy, Mo, Pan. Oh, Minnie, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Duck, duck, goose. It's never duck. It's almost teal. Yeah, it's really beautiful color. It's really beautiful color. And then we have this, which we want to make sure that it doesn't go past that. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to set this down. We're going to set that down. Oh, I don't know. How am I going to do this? Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to take this. Okay, we're going to washi tape it to that piece. Because washi tape, it should, or not washi tape, but that tape, right? And then we're going to figure out how much glue we need. Because I can go back in. We're just going to glue this top half. And if the corners don't, oops, make sure I didn't get any glue on that one. Okay. And then we're going to close it. There we go. Look at that. And then we just remove that piece of mint tape. And then where we missed with the glue, we'll go back in and glue it some more. There we go. Just like so. And then the inside will be decorated with more goodness. And then we need another button. But I originally was going to put 2 black buttons. But I'm thinking maybe a green button. And they don't have to be right across from each other. So I'm thinking of putting that one actually in there. And then we'll do our figure 8 that away. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that right there. So we're going to get this out. And we're going to stab a hole to the back side. But not actually go through because... Okay. And then we come back here and we can see where that one was. And we will put that in there. And then we will put that on there. And then we're not going to pull it all the way through, remember, because we can't trust the thread, so we got to lock it in place. So I'm going to come through and grab my knot. Did we get it? We got it. Should put my pin in there before it dries out, but I've already started this. No, we can do it. We can do it. Just put that down, put our pin in. Don't let your glue dry out. Wrap. Oh, yeah, I'm not that smart. I'm not, yeah, we're just going to do it this way. I should have done it with black thread on this one. I wasn't thinking. That would have been good. would have, yeah, if we'd have looped some lace on there, that would have been nice. Oh well. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Okay, so we went through twice. That's plenty for me. We're going to go under these and hopefully not get it stuck this time. We're going to go under there once and under there twice. Please just let us finish our knot. There, that's a proper knot. And then we're going to do it again. So then we're going to go through there, pull a little, and through there again, and pull a little. There we go. And our stringy beansies. And then snip that. But for safety, I am going to put a little bit of tape over that so that when we go to glue stuff down, it's going to stay put. Okay. So then, before we glue our paper pad in, right? Oh my gosh. I need to decorate the inside. Look at oh my goodness. I'm really happy. And then we'll do something on the back. I mean, that looks interesting anyways, right? That looks interesting. I don't know. We'll do something. But yeah. So there it is. Our little paper pad book. It goes flip and flip. And then flip and flop. Look at it. And then our paper. And then we would write things. Look it. And then I'm just probably gonna put some score tape on this and just score tape it right in there, just so it doesn't go anywhere, like so. I like that. You could even do a band around it too instead of these, but I mean, we have a three-eared horse with a button eye, so we kind of needed that. And then you can decorate the inside with whatever's. You could even take this and reverse mirror print it and then fussy cut it, and it would fit in there and it would be on both sides. Maybe. I don't know. Should I? Or you just put something else on the inside, like a nice pattern. See, that would look nice with that too. What else do we got? Or we could go black and white. We could go, we could put anything we want in it, right? Because it's ours. Or even this. This we foiled the other day and it didn't go over 100%. Nah, not that though. That would be nice on that side. I think we're going to do black and white. Black and white on the inside. The bunnies are cute. Do I want? And then this. Oh, this has got some foiling on it too. But that needs better fill. That needs better fill. There's a smaller version of that. The deer might be nice. He would fit in there. We could collage on this side and just put a few things in there. That might be fun. And we have our little dragons. They're too big though. Dragons are too big. What else do we got? Got these unicorns. Where's the rest of my paper? I was gonna say, I know I printed more paper than that. Yeah, see, we have our 3-eared unicorn again. We could, and he's actually got all of his horn, so we could put him in there. Maybe we'll fussy cut him, or fussy cut that one and put it in there, and we'll do like a little collage on that side. That sounds like a thing to do. Look at all those. Look at the pretties. Look at the pretties. Oh, see, this one, it printed twice. I forgot. Yeah, see, if we reversed imaged that, it would be on the other side. We could totally do that, but that's okay. And then maybe this one? I don't know. Let me pull these out. We're doing black and white on the inside. And we're going to do... Let's get our scissors. I know I said I wasn't, but I think I'm gonna. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because I'm energized and I'm all for this. And then we'll fussy cut that around. Fussy cutting. Fussy cutting. I know. That will go there. I need you to lay flat for me so I can do this. We're going to put that one there. Oh, lay flat. We'll put that one there. We'll put that one there. I think we can get this guy. Uh-oh. It's my game time, you guys. Please hold. I know you guys are like, what? Okay. I gotta get my free stuff. I know. It's terrible, you guys. I got the free things I gotta go get from Tokyo to Bunker. Okay. But while those are loading, I'm gonna fussy cut this guy out. Right up the 3-eared unicorn. Go into there, go into there. Come on, load up. And then what are we doing? What do we... Oh, this will be easy. We'll go into this one. Load. Create. Okay, this is 603. Ooh. That's not going to win, but that's okay. We're fussy cutting over here. Sue's in. Hello, hello. Thanks for popping in. How are you doing? Dawn says I'm sleepy. Oh, you guys, if you're sleepy, go nappy nap. I'll try to be a little quiet. I'll try a little bit. T is getting a little sleepy. Oh, yeah, it's 9 p.m. here, so it's definitely late for some. I like the idea to do the reverse image of the unicorn. Yeah. So anytime you cut little shapes, your digital images, you can definitely do reverse and get it on the back side. But we're going to get these in here. I hope nobody joined while I wasn't looking and was like, oh, we're tired of waiting on you. Okay. And around the muzzle. Well, that was rude. They popped in for like a half a sec. It's kind of hard to see where that one goes, but I think it just goes straight up. Cut his little hairs out. I did print these on 65-pound accent opaque. That is my usual to-go paper. You can print these on photocopy paper. You can print these on photo paper, you know. Photo paper. You can print these on whatever makes your heart happy. If you're doing journaling, copy paper or a little bit thicker would be good, like 35-pound, something like that. We lost. But definitely print them on what makes you happy. Cut around my two ears on the one side. There's one ear. Let's go get the other one. Ear. Oh my gosh. I always find when you have to fussy cut right to the edge, it takes a little bit longer to fussy cut than if you were just to fussy cut a nice little white border. Okay, that would work. We're gonna put that there, I think. And then one more round on my game, and I am done. Okay. And then what do I want? What do I want? Where's those flowers I was cutting? Let's cut. Is this, do I want to cut this one or do I want smaller ones? I think I'm going to cut the smaller ones. We're going to fussy cut some of these. And then my game is done. And actually, let's get... No, we're going to do that one. We're going to leave that one there. I think that's the only actual image. And then we're going to do... I think I know what I'm doing. Nope. Don't have a clue, you guys. We just go in and do the things. When you don't care about the lines, when you give yourself a little bit of border, it goes much faster. And then I think we're going to cut that top one off. Stuck it to me! Jenna! Jenna is lurking. Hello, hello. we're going to put that there. I'm going to put it on the inside. I think I'm going to put washi on the bendy part. And then that guy is going to go there. And then that guy, oops, buttons. That guy's going to go there. And then this guy is going to go here, but under, because I like that one on top. And then we're going to need a couple of more of those flowers to fill in around, which will be fine. We're going to get this guy. That guy is going to sit on there. Yes, he is. There's a little horn. Goes like so. And then we're going to cut that's going to get cut off anyways, so it doesn't matter. We'll put that one there. Just kind of fill it in on the extra bits. Let's do some gluing. Let's do some gluing, just so I know where I'm going. We're going to go ahead and glue this with this glue, because I don't want to get too messy. I'll plop that down right on there. Okay, so that's gonna go there. We're gonna take this guy. Oops. This guy, nope, like so. And then we're gonna peel our little backing off of this, because it's gonna do double duty, because why not? Make sure our threads are glued down. Oops, oops, oops. That is not the garbage. Got my washi sitting on there. Dawn on the video chat with the kiddos. Okay, and then this one was on the muzzle. So we'll put this one on the muzzle. Okay, we're going to move that so we don't glue it down. Actually, let's turn it this way. Yeah, that'll make me happier. We're going to put that on there. We'll have to do some fussy cutting on that, any bits that hang over. This guy was on the corner here. So, did I have another piece for that? I don't think I did. And then this piece is going to go in here. So we need a chunk going there, because our horse isn't going to cover all of that up. And then a little chunk there and a little chunk there. So that'll work. Okay. And let's see. How do I want to cut this out? That's a good question. You want to do this guy here. I'll just pick and choose some areas on this piece of paper. because I don't want to go over the crease. That like so. Oh, that's nice. That's gonna go there. Let me get my black marker, because there's gonna be some area through here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Just do that black through there. Okay. That's gonna go there, and then we just need a little bit there, which we should use that guy there. There, I think that'll work. Back in my recliner, and then it's time to cook pasta. Oh, I put way too much glue on there. My bad. It's alright though. Yeah, too much glue, but that's okay. That's okay. Too much. Where'd my towel go? My gluey towel that needs a bath because it's all full of glue. Awesome way to make it work. Thank you, Maddie. Okay. There's that, and then we had our big piece, which is going to go over the top of all of that. And our horse, which I think is going to cover that little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Fabulous. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. Horse, our last little bit, it's gonna go right there. Get all 3 ears glued down. This is definitely not a horse of a different color. This is a horse with a deformity, and we don't judge the horse with a deformity. It is what it is. Oh, it's the, but I'm like, what is under this? What is under this? Okay. I like it. I like it. Apparently I glue on it though. Just get that off. You can see it in the camera, but I can't see it in there. Okay. Our ears. Pin down our ears. And then we just go through and we will fussy cut all that off. I'm going to leave it to dry though, because it'll be a mess trying to cut it while it's still wet. But there's that. And then we're going to put the bunnies. I think we're going to put the bunnies there, but the bunnies need, again, we're a little short. I don't know. Maybe we won't use the bunnies because I need a piece that goes up. I mean, a pop of color, I don't mind, but I don't want to use, do I? No, I don't know. I wish these were just a little bit whiter. Do I have them in whiter? Did I print a black and white sheet that was bigger? I thought I had one that had flowers on it, like a full. Oh, there you are. I was like, I know I had one that was more. So if we had that there and then put our bunnies, yeah, I think that'll be nice. So we just need to trim this down. We're going to do 5.5 so that we have our full sheet, and then we're going to debate how to cut this. Because we're not going to go to the edgy edge. That'll be nice. And so then I just need to put a mark on the back. I'm going to trim it there because it's definitely bigger than 4 1/4. Yeah. And we're going to cut off the white piece. And the other white piece, hopefully, it'll still work. So this is the top. Oh, look at us getting that right down to the science of it. Okay, and then our rabbits are just going to go in there right nicely. We're just going to take off a choke. Again, eyeballing, no measuring, because yeah. I mean, you could totally measure. That is solely up to you. Oh, look at that. Because this is like a creamy white, it's not white, that bunny pops right off. We just have to decide. I think I like it like this because that bunny goes right into that black spot and it really makes it look white. Okay, yeah, I like that. This one was an easy one. So we're going to glue this page down and we're going to come in about 1/4 inch, about to there. 1/4 inches, about to there. Oh, dang, we did good. We did good on that gluing. Okay. And then our rabbit. Where is our rabbit? Good night, Adelaide. Thank you so much for popping in. 2-3 years. It's all good. That's right. I was commenting in my live the other day that you could put a butterfly over it and hide the fact if you want to more atomically correct. You could put a butterfly like sitting there and it would hide it. You know what we need? Just a little bit of washi, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. We're gonna just do a little bit of sparkle washi. And don't pull that again. Let's just snip that. Just a little bit of sparkle. Just a little bit. Okay, so that's on there. That's on there. And then on this side, this one is not quite big enough, but that's okay. We've got plenty of other things. What were we going to put on this side? Do we know? Was it going to be one of these? We could bring that back over. I don't think I like that there. But we have the little guy there. That might be fun. I don't think the raven... No, I think we'll just stick with some flowers. I like that flower. Maybe we'll do that flower with a pop of color behind it. And we shall use... I don't want to do that behind it. Let's do... What have we got printed here? There's that with that. That would be a nice pop of color, I think. We'll have to open it up because it's not enough, which is fine. We're going to elongate this a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to split it down this side. Again, and no measuring. Just going to do whatever makes me happy. So there's that. That's going to split like that. And then we're going to fill that gap with this. Hot dog. That almost... Just eyeballing. Look how almost perfect that is. Almost. Almost, because there's a little bit of stragglers. But that will go like that. Which we do need to trim down because I don't want to go over the crease. I don't want to go over the crease. But I'm feeling like if we put this down... Right? And then this goes here. You know what? We don't need that. We just need half. We're going to take this in half too. Right. Yeah. And yeah. We actually don't need that much. No sense of wasting too much of our pretty design, right? Did I do that enough? I don't know. Yes, I did. Look at that. I did it enough. I did it. You guys can't see, but it was enough just to cut it in half. Well, my eyeball half, whatever. So we're going to glue this. Not all the way to the edge. All the way on that edge, though. Oops. And then we're going to plop that right there. Like so. I'm gonna peel this off like so. Get out of there. Okay, and we're gonna do the same for this one. Okay, go right to the edge on this one. Glue. Why aren't we sticking? Because somebody didn't set it down. And then we're gonna go right here, and they'll never know it wasn't perfect. Great way to use your scraps. I mean, if you had little scraps left, even if they were different papers, it'd still look really good. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and then we're gonna trim it off of that side. We'll just cut that. That'll be fine. So we have a little bit of color here, a little bit of color here, because that's not white, that's cream, and it counts as a color because it's not white and black. And then we have our little bit of pop of color there. And then we just need to figure out what to do down here. And so we has our bunnies, we have our florals and our unicorn. And then our bright, the front is like super bright, aside from this guy here, but that's, I digress. It is what it is. But we need something down here. What do we have here? Spring is a whisper of hope. That's really cute. What if our pop of color was that kooky thing, or that kooky thing? And then we need a black and white paper, which we can bring that paper back in, right? Where is that paper? There's that paper. Well, there's our deer too. We could bring him in. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on this one. Okay, so there's this. That's too big. I don't know. I don't want to use you. I don't want to use that. I'm thinking. What if we did? I like this center one. I need to get this center one out. So I'm gonna use my chopper, because yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the center one out. Something's not straight. Either the paper's not straight or my cutter's not straight. One of the two. I don't know. Because it didn't cut. I don't. Okay, we're not using that one. Stop it! Okay. So if we do this, because this one is interesting. It's got like a sky going on and into the deer. Yeah, that'll be nice. And this one's not as long as the other one. I don't know what side is straight. We're gonna fake it here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put that right here. And then we're going to cut it right there. We're going to snip it there, and then we're going to trim these white pieces off. Okay. This, I mean, it's just a lovely little piece. That would be so nice on a card. You do a nice background on it, and then a little sentiment. Like, that's gorgeous. You could do stenciling, make your own backgrounds, whatever. So this is gonna go like so on, and I cut it too, no I didn't. I was going up too high. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put I don't think we're gonna use the deer. I think we're gonna just do this. I don't know. We'll see about the deer. We'll see about the deer. But I'm kind of liking this. We're going to put these two down. How far down do we need that glue? About there. Oops, somebody left their glue stick uncovered for too long. We're going to put this guy right here. And then we'll cut off the extras. How did I get glue on that? I don't even know. We're going to take this guy. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get glue onto him to about there. Almost time to get a new glue stick. Oh, I don't want to glue that down. Get that out of my way. Right up to the edge. Okay. There's that. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with this guy. And then this guy is going to go right in the center. Glue! Flower crown. It is, isn't it? Okay, so that's perfecto. And then, yep. There. He needs a pop of color though, so I think we'll put a piece of washi in there to bring in some color. That one's got a lot of paper, but we don't care. A crown for the third ear. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Let me wash this and put that on, and then I'm gonna think about our splash of color for this one. I think it needs to be in this goldeny color. Maybe that. I may have just found it. I don't know. Now where'd the towel go? It was hanging on my lap. Just not like in my lap. It was like on my leg. Oh my goodness. Oh, my glue has no pin in it. Oh, this one's postage stamp. That would have been nice if it wasn't postage stamp, I think. Or maybe it will. I don't know. Oh, why? Why does this stuff have to do this to me? I just need you to peel the proper way. Nope. We're still going to peel stupid. That works. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, you know what? That might just work. I didn't realize that, you guys. Look, I glued it up too high, but that's okay. Like I said, we don't mind. Sometimes we just muck things up. I think that's going to be really nice like that. Where's my glue scissors? All of my scissors are out. Where's my glue pin? There's my glue scissors. Let's see. Do you have a flower to punch? No. I'm sorry, I do not have a flower to punch. I got rid of my punches a long time ago because I just never use them. I have flower dies. I have lots of flower dies. But look at that. Our little pop of color, just like so. And we can bring that pop of color in to this one. We're just gonna kind of put a little flowery thingy right here. A little hidden something. I know. Okay. There it is. So what I want to do now, because this, I don't want it white, but I don't need anything in that, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and because this is slick, this is like slick cardboard or coated cardboard, whatever, so it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be a little streaky, and we're gonna be okay with that. I'm gonna go right up into there. And we'll just honestly don't know what I was supposed to leave uncovered on this one, but it is. We'll just go in and color. It's kind of dumb because I had extra stuff on one of these. Extra lines, extra, read all about it. Oops. Let that dry a minute or two. I don't know. Unplug that one. Plug you back in. Okay, so we have the back, which we have score tape, because this piece, oh, I didn't glue it down. That would explain. There's like no glue on that. Elizabeth, what were you thinking? Let's glue that down. We're going to use some of this. That right in there. Get that laid down. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, I gotta cut that off anyways. The alcohol marker is not drying. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll just burnish it. There we go. Hopefully that works. Where was I gluing? Oh, like I got lost. Where was I gluing? I was gluing there. Okay. So this, we have some papers leave over. Okay. So we can definitely do some things. Right? I think we're gonna do that there, and then we're gonna tear off a little bit of that. We're gonna put that there, because I like that paper. I want that to show through. That's gonna be an edge piece, so we're gonna go ahead and tear it, because why not? Okay, we're going to do that. That's going to go right up to that piece. That's going to go there. And then we have this chunk to fill in. What do we got? Leave over. What do we got? Leave over. Isn't that nice? It's shiny. I don't want to use that piece here. Do I have any more bits? Oh, I got this bits. I think, oops. Okay. I like that. I like that. That. I just need a little chunk right there to kind of fill that in, even if it's this black piece from the bunnies. Okay, so we're gonna get this piece right in here. Yep, there we glue, 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 glue. I think I'm going to double glue this piece only because it's going to be on the bend. Okay. We're going to put this right here on the bend. Lots of bendy pieces. Just like so. Night, Maddie. Thanks for hopping in and hanging out with us. Oh, wait. Haha. Night, Dawn. My bad. Sorry, Maddie. I read that wrong. Because I read it out of order. Dawn says she's going to watch the rest on TV to take care, because you can't type on the TV. And then Maddie tells her good night because she's going good night. And the first one I read was Nighty Night Maddie. So I thought Maddie was leaving, but no, not Maddie. Okay, so there's that piece. Oh wait, how did we have this piece going? We had this piece going like so. We have come to the end of the glue stick, my friends. So rude. I'm gonna although I tell you, I swear I've used this glue stick so much that I'm shocked it didn't run out sooner. We'll just say that. We're gonna set that right on there. Oh wait, I was supposed to put the other piece on first. Dang it. Okay. I am going to use every last ounce of this glue stick. Just watch me. This needs to go. Get off me. This one needs to go here. Like so. Oop, nope. Over more. And then this one will cover that little batch. Right there. Yes, it will. Okay. So that can go like that. Look at us. Using our supplies all up. Okay. We're just going to chuck this in the garbage. Maybe. Elmer's Craft Bond, all-purpose glue stick, permanent. Okay. We're going to move that. These are garbage. Oh my gosh. My fingers are gross. They have glue all over them. I can't function. My fingers are so gluey. I need to get my garbage open. I got a bin sitting on it. Oh, look at it. Everything's glued. Everything's gluey. Everything's gluey. Okay. Holy moly. Holy bagolies. Oh, yuck. Ew. Oh, I just made my fingers feel even grosser. If that isn't even a thing. I guess I better get going. Now Kristen is saying goodnight to me too, I guess. I think it was Jay who was confused, ECR. I have no idea. I'm always confused. I'm confused. We're all confused. We can be confused together. Okay. Okay. Ugh. We got it. What is... I don't even know, you guys. We need to do some choppity chop chops. Are you ready? Where are we chopping first? Heck, I think we need to go from this side. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. And we're going to go down here. And we're going to go down here. And then we're going to take off these. And we're going to take off these. I'm using my glue scissors in case any of this glue is still wet. I don't want it mucking up my good scissors. I love his button eye. I don't know. I love it. We're just going in and cleaning up anything that's hanging over that shouldn't be seen through the front. So... we're almost there, my friends. It only took us eons to get it done, but sometimes eons is what we need. Oops. Piece. I think that's everybody. Everybody will have proper trims. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da! And then the piece de resistance. We gotta get some score tape down in here. Score tape. Everybody scoring the score tape. And we're gonna put an obscene amount on because we don't want it to fall off. Okay, score tape is on. Okay. Then we're gonna peel score tape liner down, but not all the way. We're just gonna peel it down. Because I don't want to put my pad on crooked and be all upset about it, you know? Okay, so there's that. And then we look for... How do you wind up way over... Oh, nope, that's not the one, because we put Hello Beautifuls in ours. So it's going to go like so. I think. I'm gonna have to re-glue that, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to re-glue that seam. That should be all right though. Okay. Then we're just gonna pull these little guys out. Okay, so that goes like that. We're gonna have to re-glue that, which will be fine. And then there's that. I definitely would do a little bit of extra room for the paper, but here, let's do this. So yeah, next time I would give your paper a little bit of breathing room. That's better though. I'm not digging this. I don't know what's going on here, but it's not doing its thing. X-Acto knife. Cutting the glue off the paper pad. Hopefully not the paper, just the glue. Oh, that's better. That's better. Get this bent over. Just gotta work it a little bit sometimes. Good night, Maddie. Thank you, Susan. I don't know. Susan. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah. So I do have a little bit of cardboard showing there. I'm not 100% happy with it, but what I will do is probably put a little piece of washi there. And then we're going to glue that bit down. You guys, I don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time. Just fake it. What? Yeah. We just do the best we can with the little bit of knowledge that we have. All went well. Oh, there's plenty of boo-boos. There's plenty of boo-boos. Like, we just embellish those boo-boos and make them a part of it. So we're going to take a little bit of washi. Do we like this one? I kind of like that one. So we're going to take a little bit of washi. We'll get our other glue stick. This one's not a bad glue stick either. I just don't use it as much because the big jumbo one is way, I mean, it covers more space. Okay. Come here, you. And then we're just going to put this like a little seaming. Nope. I need you to hang off a little. Here we go. Here we go. No, that's not good. Why are we peeling? I glued you down. There we go. It's kind of cool because it stands up and everything. Like, you can leave it open. That wasn't even intentional. Oh, the craft knife. Right. Yeah, we did good with the craft knife. No accidental boo-boos. Oh my gosh, I actually, you guys, I'm really proud of myself. And then we would have to get out our stuff, which we put right here. And then we would go with, not that one. We would go with this one. And then I need to get a new thingy because I broke that one. I broke my glass pen. Again, another one. Okay. This is my last glass dipping pen. My last glass dipping pen. Because I went to clean my glass pen and smacked it and did the things I wasn't supposed to do. I gotta take the cover off. And the other one fell. Why isn't this coming off? It's your turn to shine, glass pen. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate it. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Now, don't break this one. Dip it. Give it a little shaky shake. Okay, glass pen is... I need to put... What did I do with the thingy for it? Did I throw the cover away? No. Yeah? I don't know. I got the cover off and then I lost the cover. I should keep it covered because that's how I broke with the other one. It wasn't covered and I smacked it. Or no, I actually dropped it. It fell and broke into 2 pieces. And then I have these little pieces of paper that we can put with whatever. But there's that, you guys. And then we'll get some thread and string that together. Which we should use. We should use some fuzzy strings. Because fuzzy strings would be fun. Or wait, do we want dark fuzzy strings or light? There's dark and then there's light. I think maybe the light one. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, this washi is gonna upset me. I think it just needs a little bit more time to dry. But there it is. Our book. Yes. Does that make sense? I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. For 3 hours, you guys. It only took 3 hours. You too can do this. Will it take you as long? I don't know. It may take you as long, if not longer. Or you might get it done even quicker because you know what you're doing. But I don't know what I'm doing, and it took me this long. But I would say I would give a little bit more wiggle room to the folds. I think if I'd have done this a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, I think that would have been a lot better. But as the paper gets used up, I think it'll close a lot better. But I like it kind of chunky too, so I'm not sad about it. I'm not sad about it. But yeah, I like it. And then the back, you know, the back is not boring. So there's the back. And then when the paper pad's all gone, I can rip it out and then I can put in another paper pad. Because I got these for 60 cents at my print shop. They made just little notepads for 60 cents. I said, yes, let me have 2. Teal ink. This is forest ink. There is a bluey color. That one's actually aqua. Magenta. No, I do not have teal. Did I have it? No, that is lime. I have 2 greens, a red, a pink, and a magenta. I think that's what you are. Sky blue. Aqua and sky blue. But yeah. And then we would just unwind. And look, it just wants to pop open for us. Oh, I love it. But yeah. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. Now I gotta take pictures or video, I don't know, and show Miss Bitty Penny. Look what I made with all your pretty papers. We used the Meadow one, something Meadow, and then Autumn Unicorn for these. And, and 4 Seasons. We used 3 different paper pads. I don't even know what color or... Let me pop this open. Bitty Penny. Fall Meadow for the black and white ones. Autumn Unicorn. And then 4 Seasons for some of these other fun ones. And then 4 Seasons. 4 Seasons. But I had fun. I hope you guys did too. Thank you, Dawn. And thanks, Dawn, for popping back in on your phone to give me that message. I appreciate it. You guys, I will be back Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern for Pattern Paper Monday. Pattern Paper Monday. And even though Bitty Penny qualifies as pattern paper, we won't be using Bitty Penny. Well, we might. Maybe it'll be a Bitty Penny week. I don't know, you guys. But there it is. Oh, we got a little... What is going on here? This little guy was not invited to this party yet. But yeah. What a fun little thing. If you guys do something similar, or if you just did something crafty while you were hanging out with me, feel free to post it in Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook group, or the Chatty Chat attached to that. After this pad is finished, you can make a belly band or a pocket at the top and slip in another pad. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't have the woodland one yet. You could do something with that. The woodland one. Yeah, I did print a few pages off of that. The woodland one. What is it called specifically? Woodland Princess. Woodland Princess. It's really pretty. I love the roses. I don't know. You know, maybe we will. Oh, I entertained the cat, Jay says. I made an action figure of me in chat. Aww. Yeah. Super Beautimus papers. We'll figure it out. He would look nice right in there. Like, that would be a done page, too. I like that. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll make a couple of simple, quick cards on Monday using this. Because these are like card toppers. These are like done. Maybe we'll... maybe we'll use some backgrounds that I already have made. And this guy. This guy and maybe this guy. And then we'll do some... yeah. We'll do a card with the sexy guy from Woodland Princess. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Then you don't have to keep gluing them in. You're so genius, Dawn. So genius. Good night. Thank you, thank you. Jenny G says it's past my bedtime. Yeah, I'm going to put those there. I got to take some photos of this. And I'm going to send you guys out with some goodbye tunes. And we will see you Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel. Until then, stay crafty, my friends.